I am doing a face mask and I'm about to hop in the shower. I am doing a pre-poo on my hair using leave-in conditioner. And I'm also making date truffles, and I've made a few batches. They're already in the freezer setting, so I can have a easy to go treat for the week. But I figured, why not film my first what I eat in a week for anti-aging and health, like whole foods kind of video, because as a retired nutritionist, holistic nutritionist, it can be helpful, and I love eating delicious food. So I figured I'd just show you what I'm gonna be prioritizing this week. So this week I wanted to make some date truffles. So I am filling dates with like pre-pitted dates. I've used a lot of them so I could have extras on standby. So this is my third batch and I thought, why not film? So I have that, and I have these dates, pitted dates, filled with peanut butter, and I'm gonna dip them in chocolate that's already been melted, and then we're gonna have some truffles. So I'm gonna try and show you what I'm doing really quick before the chocolate hardens too much, and that will be the dessert for this video, because I'm gonna make sure to include one dessert and 3 meal ideas. So I figured I'd just do this today and then we'll kind of carry on. So let's go. All right, so things got a little bit messy, right? But that's how it is in real life. So I'm not gonna give you test kitchen vibes over here. I'm just gonna do this thing. So I'm out of parchment paper, so I'm just using this cling wrap. So when I put it in the freezer, it won't stick to the plate. But if I had my way, I would use parchment paper because it's just easier. But we work with what we have and we don't complain. So I'm just taking the date that I stuffed with peanut butter, dropping it into the melted chocolate and just trying to get it completely covered. And then I'm shaking until I can see that most of the chocolate's done dripping back off. Because if you take it sooner, you tend to have a chocolate mess going on. So I figured just slow down and enjoy the process, because cooking is actually quite relaxing if you don't want to enjoy it and you're in a hurry. Okay, but it's nice to just relax too. Enjoy. And my chocolate is starting to harden, which is kind of a good time to dip the chocolate, because it means that the chocolate coating's a little bit thicker than when it's still pretty warm. But I've made like 16 to 20 of these already, but they last in the freezer forever, so I figured why not just make as many as possible so I can have on-the-go snacks, because I want to fill my freezer with desserts that I really enjoy, just so I have healthy options where I don't feel like I need to run to the store to like manage my sweet tooth. And because I don't really buy desserts and I just eat frozen fruit, like making my own desserts that are healthy is like my way of, you know, having a little bit more fun, because I think I'm getting a little bored of just eating the fruit, but just eating fruit is kind of helpful to not have so much of a sweet tooth, honestly. So like it's been since October since I bought like a dessert to have at home, and so that's been kind of nice because I don't really have a sweet tooth, and if I do, I just have a smoothie or fruit, and I'm usually fine from there, or a protein bar. And I think since October I've also lost 9 pounds, so that's cool. I think about 10 more to go. Okay, so now we have the last of the chocolate. And I'm just gonna add a little bit more on the top. of each of these because it's not probably going to get much use otherwise unless I add it to my coffee or something tomorrow. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll make my coffee tonight and then just add all of this into my coffee so I can drink it tomorrow because I don't like wasting the melted chocolate. So next up, I'm going to take some sea salt, sprinkle, 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 because it makes the chocolate taste delicious. And then I have these pecans, so I'm just gonna add that. Cha-cha-cha. And then, for fun and creativity, I'm adding some of these sprinkles, the candies. So we are extra fancy truffle time over here. And I like to layer it so it actually really feels like I'm eating a truffle versus like anything boring. So now we'll just put it in the freezer and that'll be that. So here's what I have so far. And I just ate one of these with the candy sprinkles and sea salt. And the last batch is in the freezer setting. And I am going to put a lid on and put them in the freezer so I can eat them whenever I want. All right, adding in a little red wine for the steak. And back to the plan of the sushi cups and the salad. So, oh, and the mashed potatoes. So I got a couple things we're working on. So I went ahead, mashed potatoes with butter and almond milk, and that was fine. A little salt, pepper, very simple. Used a hand masher that I got from Target, which I love because I love eating mashed potatoes or mashed sweet potatoes. It's just full of nutrition, very filling, very satiating, and it's a vegetable. So potatoes aren't bad for you as long as you don't fry them. They tend to be healthy and satiating, which is good if you're trying to eat something that's more low calorie versus eating something that's higher calorie and maybe not as healthy. But sweet potatoes tend to be better. I personally felt like mashed potatoes today. Moving on to the kale salad, I put in some nutritional yeast, some more Worcestershire sauce, some red wine vinegar, salt, pepper, and olive oil, and just kind of let it set and soften. And you don't want to over sauce the salad or over hydrate the salad because then it gets kind of soggy throughout the week. So less can be a bit more. And then adding the carrots. And then here we have the salmon that's been cut into pieces. I added a little white wine vinegar to the rice to try and help it clump. But I do recommend adding a little bit of water because you want the rice to be kind of sticky if you're going to put it into the cups, so that way the cups don't fall apart. Learn this lesson the hard way, but I will tell you, the sushi cups were so delicious. And it makes me want to try a sushi bake next time just to decide which I like better. So now I'm just going to saute the salmon really quickly in some butter and okay, so we're back on making the salad, and now I'm just adding some sun-dried tomatoes. I'm bouncing around because this is how I actually cook, so hopefully this doesn't bother you too much. But this is how I actually cook. I'm jumping between tasks so that way it's all happening within the hour. So kale salad done. We got ourselves a nice big old container. So I'm gonna just pop it into some I don't know what they're called, but like Tupperwares or to-go containers. All right, we got 4 salad containers for the kale salad, 1 for the mashed potatoes, and here are the sushi cups. It's kind of light on the salmon, so the 2 fillets wasn't enough. 3 would have been better, But to make things make sense and be affordable, I just went to the store quickly and grabbed some imitation crab because it tastes good and it has that sushi vibe. So I'm just like shredding it with my fork. I chopped up some avocado and cucumber, and we're just gonna put it on top of our salmon cups. And I'm gonna add in some mayo, sriracha, some chili sauce, and a few things to kind of give it that spicy mayo flavor, which is delicious. And then we're gonna scoop it and put it on top of the salmon cups. Oh, I added in a little bit of honey too, which helps with the spicy. It gives the spicy more flavor, oddly. So a little bit of white wine vinegar as well. And salt and pepper. And if you do have furikake, that's a nice add-in too. You can sprinkle it on top of your salmon cups. Of course, we're adding the mayo. There's the chili sauce right there. And then just kind of mixing it all together. And it tastes legit. So that's really good. You can also add sesame oil, which is a nice flavor for when you're making, you know, I guess like the crab salad-y kind of flavor for like a sushi cup or sushi. And so now we're just gonna assemble. And this is where I realized my rice didn't have enough water to really hold and bind together. So some of my sushi cups started to like spread, which kind of makes it where you have to eat them a little bit more messily, you know, like they're going to be falling apart. So that made it so you wanted to eat it all in one bite, the whole cup, or you can like put it all in a bowl. But if you add enough water, the cups will hold and stay together, so then you can take your sushi cup and eat it bite by bite. So that was the lesson that I learned on this day, and I would make it again. I ate this for dinner on this day, and I ate 6 of them because they were so delicious. So now we're just assembling. So adding the crab salad on top of each sushi cup to, you know, help fill out the light salmon from the 2 fillets. And then just kind of sprinkling on the cucumber and some avocado, so you have a little bit of that in every bite. So it really does taste like a sushi roll, just in like a cup form. So it's super good. It's hard to see because it's getting to be evening, but there's the sushi cups. It seems like it's kind of easier just put in a bowl, mix it up, and eat it, because I couldn't figure out how to get the cups to be solid. But I think I just needed to add a little bit more water to make the rice more sticky, so it would fuse together. But it's really good. Okay. I didn't realize my phone had a little light attachment, so that's cool. But yeah, the crock pot steak roast is really looking good. It's got the fall off the bone quality, even though there is no bone, but you know what I mean. Nice little gravy. I used a like steak rub to add a little bit more flavor, and I'm just gonna put this in a casserole dish in case I want to reheat it. So I'll put that there with the gravy so I can just warm up the mashed potatoes and then, you know, pick up this. And I'll probably make a little side of rice for my son who doesn't eat mashed potatoes. So all those mashed potatoes are literally just for me. So here we go. Okay, so bringing this video to a close, I have finished all of the cooking. I've actually been eating the food for a few days. We have already finished the sushi cups. Those were demolished same day. The steak roast and potatoes, all done. There's a little bit of potatoes left. My son took the steak and shredded it to make like quesadillas from it until we ate all of that. And so since then I've made tacos, which is something you don't really have to prep in advance. And I have some frozen catfish, and I'll make the rice and veggies so we have more meals, because we enjoy eating over here. But everything I made was so good. Everything has been useful and helpful. So I just want to encourage you, if you are watching this video, to, you know, consider these things healthy. There's a lot of vegetables to be eaten. There's healthy protein and a healthy dessert. So that's what we strive for. I'm not going to count calories. I'm not going to not eat certain food groups if I don't want to, but I do prioritize vegetables and I prioritize protein because those things matter to me. So that's kind of what you'll see here on the channel. I hope you subscribe, and I hope to catch you in the next video. May God bless you today. All right, see you next time. Bye.